Hi everyone, you're warmly welcome back to my channel. My name remains Miss Ampafwa and this is the International Student Hub. Today I bring you another exciting episode. I'm going to share with you 10 things I love about Flagstaff. So most of you have been following my journey. At the moment I live in Flagstaff, Arizona, where I am pursuing my master's degree in applied criminology. So Flagstaff is a pretty nice place here in Arizona. It is actually located in the northern part of Arizona. So my university is called Northern Arizona. The university is located in Flagstaff. That is approximately 2 hours 30 minutes away from the capital, that is Phoenix. And the capital of Arizona is Phoenix. So without wasting much time, let's go straight into the video. Okay, so as I earlier mentioned, today I'm going to talk about 10 amazing things I love about Flagstaff. So number one, the very first thing I love here in Flagstaff is the amazing scenery. So Flagstaff generally has a wonderful natural environment where you get to see nature. So we actually coexist with nature over here. We are surrounded by two giant mountains, that is Mountain Eldon and then also Mountain Humphrey. The scenery is amazing. I mean, living in Flagstaff, you have no choice than to admire nature because wherever you go, wherever you step foot, you get to see something amazing, especially about the altitude of Flagstaff. So here in Flagstaff, we live on 7,000 feet elevation, that is above sea level. So that is how come when it is sunny, we feel the sun like unapologetically, and then when it is cold, it's heaven. Okay, so the next thing I love about Flagstaff is that there's less traffic over here. So I've been to other states and in other cities. More recently I went to LA and the traffic was unbearable. I mean, I felt I was back home. I don't know, those of you who are familiar with the traffic in Circle or Kaswa, that is what I experienced when I went to Los Angeles. I mean, the traffic is crazy. So if you're going to a place that should roughly take approximately 5 minutes, and the traffic can extend that time to make it feel like 30 minutes because it's really, really crazy over there. But you don't experience that over here in Flagstaff pretty much, except when it is the peak seasons, that is when students are coming back to school or students are leaving Flagstaff. But aside that, I think you can easily commute wherever you want to go. So the next thing that I love about Flagstaff is that there's less crime or less violence here. And since I came, I have not really experienced or have not heard about any form of crime, or as you could hear, as some of you normally hear in the news about shooting and all that. Flagstaff is a bit laid back. You don't really see those kind of things here, or you don't hear those kind of news here. Normally the few reported cases on campus have been sexual harassment, and then also one that I heard about was bike theft. Yeah, so during the summer, if you leave your bike unattended, I mean, the rightful owners will come for it. But those are the petty thefts or petty crimes that I have heard about living in Flagstaff over the past say 2 years that I've been here. And also people driving under the influence of alcohol, you don't really experience that much here. According to the police report, in 2022, I mean this year, there has been 17% less driving under the influence recorded compared to 2021. So it means whatever figure they had in 2021, there has been a reduction by 17%, which is good. One amazing thing that I love about Flagstaff is the plants. So we are surrounded by, as you can see, this is a beautiful shade. It's actually sunny now, but then the trees are they've been helpful. So we are surrounded by lots of trees. This is the home of the pine or ponderosa pine forest. So there are lots of trees here. That is why if you are a student of Northern Arizona University, you are referred to as a lumberjack because there are trees all over. You want to go lumbering that trees. I mean, that's just by the way. Okay. The other thing that I love about Flagstaff is that there are a lot of places to see. So Flagstaff, especially if you are somebody who loves to engage in outdoor activities, there are a lot of places to see. If you love hiking, this is the right place to be. There are lots of hiking trails, and then there's also the Grand Canyon. That is one of the famous tourist attractions here. Also, this is the home of the Lowell Observatory. That is where they discovered Pluto. Those of you who don't know, Pluto was discovered here in my city. So there are a lot of places to visit when you come to Flagstaff, and also there are a lot of community parks around. If you want to have outdoor events, if you want to sit and relax and then read a book under a tree, it's a wonderful place to be, and then to experience the outdoor events, or to actually interact with people. Also, I must just give you this fact that so in 2001, Flagstaff was declared as the world's first dark sky city. So in the night, I wish I can show you around in the night. Maybe we will do that sometime. So in the night, you don't see the lights here. We don't have light pollution. We don't have light pollution. That is so much light flashing around because the sky is amazing, and then um, it is a time for people around to admire the sky. The sky is pretty bright, and then you see the stars. Sometimes you are I think the science students. I am not one, so normally I don't know what I'm seeing. But then, so those who know a lot about the sky, I know sometimes you're able to see some meteors, and then some of the those kind of crazy things. Yeah. So in the night, the sky is really nice. I mean, it's really amazing. One thing I love about Flagstaff is that transportation. So initially when I moved from the UK, I didn't like this place because everyone who has been to Europe would attest to the fact that transportation or using public transport is the way to go, because it is cheap and it is fast and it is reliable. But when I came here, the story was different. I realized that the transportation wasn't to that standard I was exposed to. But then living here and then having visited a few states, I would say that Flagstaff, because of the student community, the buses, um, let me say the public transportation is not bad at all. So if you're a student, you can use the Route 10 to campus to and fro, and then normally you use your student ID card to board that bus. And then there are other buses that takes you to the other part of town where you have to pay, or you can also get a bus pass. So in terms of transportation, it's not bad. It's not bad, but I have had worst experience waiting for the bus, especially in the snow, only for the bus to delay. But those are some of the downside. But then I think generally transportation um, is not bad, and then the environment is generally neat and then clean. The air is not polluted. The air is not polluted like other large cities. So that is, or other big cities. So the environment is not polluted. The air is generally wholesome. So that is one of the advantages of living in a small town compared to living in the fast-paced cities where people emit all forms of gases from their vehicles and then companies and all that. But then generally it's pretty cool and nice here. I don't see people smoking all around like the other states or cities I visited. LA was crazy. I mean, it was crazy. LA, Las Vegas is pretty crazy. I think that is something with the large cities. The lifestyle is a bit some way. Let me see. And the last thing I love about Flagstaff is about the people. There are a lot of diverse people over here, especially because it's a student community or it's a college town. So you get to meet a lot of people from diverse backgrounds. I have some Mexican friends. I have some friends from Europe study abroad, and then like you don't feel alone. The only thing is that there are few black people here, and because of that we don't even have the African market. So if you're coming in as an international student, especially from Africa, you may not really enjoy this place because you scarcely see black people around, and also getting food stuff from Africa is a bit challenging. You will have to go to Phoenix, and if you don't have a vehicle, that is really going to be difficult. But aside that, Flagstaff is really a cool place to live in. So this is solely my experience, my point of view. I wanted to share with you 10 things I love about Flagstaff, and I think I've been successful. Thank you so much for watching this video. Then the next episode will talk about some of the things I hate about Flagstaff. I mean, there are a lot, but then I think generally Flagstaff is a nice place. And if you have the opportunity to come in as a student, I will encourage you, or to come in as a tourist, I will encourage you to come because there are a lot of places to see, there are a lot of things to do in this city, and then you are assured of your safety here in Flagstaff. So thank you once again for watching this episode. My name remains Miss Ampofwa, and I'll come your way some other time. On this note, I would like to say adios. Bye bye.